Y'all, so apparently this mother got arrested in Walmart for making her kids shoplift. So I haven't seen it. Let's just get right into it.
In November 2024, a routine afternoon at a local Walmart took an unexpected turn when police were called to the scene. Store employees had grown suspicious after spotting two women and a group of children filling multiple shopping carts with groceries, items totaling thousands of dollars. What raised red flags wasn't just the amount, but the fact that none of it seemed destined for the checkout line. When officers arrived, they intercepted the group before they could exit the store. The children, when questioned, claimed their mothers had told them to take the items without paying. The women, on the other hand, offered a different explanation. They said the children acted on their own, motivated by the approaching holiday season and a desire for gifts. This is what happened when police confronted the suspects before they could leave the store.
You can stop right there. Well, I don't know if that thing's going to fit through there is the only thing I was worried about.
That's actually very smart and savvy. That's almost foolproof because they have to prove that these kids didn't do it on their own. And most likely these kids have been coached and told what to do in certain situations. And you can't arrest kids. That is a great way to just be able to steal whatever you want. And then basically the cops will just bring you your kids and say, do a better job watching them next time.
I'm gonna take this. You can stay with him right now, okay?
You want to walk about his car with his sisters or no?
Yeah, they can, yeah. This one was the two little kids. This one was the other kid.
This is the one with the...
Yep, this is the one that was with the little itty bitty one.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll just do separate receipts for each, person. You did. You're no dummy.
One of them has a new pair of shoes on. She said those were hers and these are her daughter's.
Okay.
So her daughter has...
Okay. Which daughter, hon? There's 3 other girls out there. Like the itty bitty, medium, or taller? Taller, okay.
So did you pay for these? Because
I didn't even know those was up in there.
because these are those are no good until you activate them.
Right.
And you don't have anything else in your purse?
No, ma'am.
Those are your shoes? You didn't take any shoes? It's the other one? The other girl? I don't know. She said someone else had shoes on. Those are yours, all right? They're pretty. I like them. The one you had has stolen shoes on her feet.
Are those carts made for obese people or are those carts made for disabled people? Inquiring minds want to know.
You're gonna show, huh?
Inside my house and
Is it you that has stolen shoes on your feet?
my shoes are with my mom.
Okay, yeah, so those are stolen, your mom said, so we gotta take those, hon.
Does she have my Crocs?
I will get them for you. I think she's wearing your Crocs, I believe.
No, we have to get Crocs.
Well, we gotta take those shoes, okay?
No, then I have to. No, these are her white ones. I have black ones.
No, your shoes on your feet.
No, but my mom has my black.
Yeah, I'll get your shoes, but we gotta take those, okay? Your mom told me that those are stolen, that's on your feet, so I gotta get them.
Take that.
And then I'll be sure I'll come back with yours, okay? Just black Crocs?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Captain Crunch you paid for. This you paid for. The water you paid for. This you paid for. And it looks like this. So you didn't pay for this, correct? Or this. Is there anything in your purse that you didn't pay for? Ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes, there's stuff in your purse as well? Okay. All right.
All electronics.
Are these items you took out of there as well?
No.
No? Listen, this whole place got cameras all over the place. I'm going to be able to tell if you put these things in your purse. If these are things that belong to the store, listen, it's not going to make a difference if you took 5 items or if you took 12 items. I just want to make sure they get all of their things back. So are these things that came from the store? Let me ask you this question. What in the purse didn't come out of the store?
Y'all notice those were electronics, so this might actually be more sinister than what it appears. This might be something that they do consistently as a way to earn income, where they can steal very expensive items, especially like electronics, and then resell them for cheap. But it's all profit.
Is all this stuff in the bottom
Only
here?
thing that didn't come out is the makeup.
This makeup here?
Yeah.
This is brand new.
Yeah, but I've been like these.
These are brand new and still sealed. Come on. Just be honest with me. Let's set that to the side since you claim that that's yours. I mean, what do you want to do? What do the kids say?
So they sort of said that like mom told me to take it and just walk out.
So what I would do is I would Mirandize both moms and ask them, and then we'll go from there. If they and I would tell mom, both of them, like, hey, this is what the kids are telling us. If that's not true, and they took a thing on their own, and they're going to get charged as well. More than likely, they're going to say no. We told them to push them out. So I'm just going to go talk to Mike, see if he wants me to bring these other cards
Yeah,
up.
he's ready for the next ones.
Okay.
Before
You can coach your kids as much as you want to, as far as what not to do. But there's grown folks, there's grown men who know what to do when the police ask them questions who will fold. So it's safe to say a kid will definitely fold and get scared no matter how much you coach them and end up telling the truth.
we go any further, I'm going to ask you some questions, but I'm going to read your reminder rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. Get what you won. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, okay? Do you want to talk to me right now?
That's fine.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm talking to the kids outside. They said, Mom told us to bring that stuff out. Is that, tell me about that.
No. I told them I'm not buying all that stuff, so put it back. I never saw them leave out of the store. I told them to go back. I'm not buying all that stuff. So I'm in line, purchasing my things out the back. It paid for a couple of my items. This is stuff that I bought, so I don't have a problem with buying stuff. I told them, look, I'm not buying all that stuff. Go put it back. I did not see them walk out of the store. I would have stopped them.
Okay. So why do you think they would lie to me about that?
Confusing too about this. See, the officers have to do a job, right? But at the same time, what they're ultimately doing is putting these kids in a weird position too. Because let's be real, you done snitched on the kid. There's nothing you can do. That's where your case is gonna revolve around. But best believe these kids are gonna pay for that. And it's gonna be confusing to the kid. Because imagine your mama give you a whooping for telling the truth. But if she told you to say this, if the cops say whatever, and then you end up telling the truth, that's very confusing to a kid. And best believe if she end up going to jail, these kids are going to pay for that.
Because they're scared.
Okay.
And they know I'm in here.
Mm-hmm.
So
here's the thing.
They were scared.
With the amount of stuff they took, we can easily charge them with felony retail theft from the amount.
Right.
So.
You have that other ID. The other ID.
If you told them to take it out,
I didn't keep it. I gave it back to her. She
this isn't a crime of the century. But here's the thing.
She had paper copy.
Put my kids.
Yeah. So here's the thing. They could be getting those charges as well. We can easily charge them with felony retail theft. Same with you, and then same with the other woman that's here.
Oh yeah.
So if they did it on your behalf, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I don't want to have to charge them if I don't have to.
Right.
Hey, this is a pivotal moment. That officer's capping real hard right now. You can't charge no kid. It'd take a lot to charge some kids. But officers can lie to you. So she's using that misinformation in order to prompt a confession out of her. I'm curious if it's going to work. Let's see.
I would never, tell my kids to steal that amount of things when they can ask me for it. Like I was in here getting Christmas gifts.
Okay.
Like I would never tell them to do that. They're kids, so they're gonna, say the adults. But I would not let y'all walk out of here with a cart full of stuff.
So were you not around them in the store, or what? Like, how did they get away from you and get out with the store with all of that stuff? I mean,
I was all over the store, you know, and like it's my first time here.
where are you originally from?
From Chicago, but I moved towards like those smaller part of Illinois.
Okay. What smaller part of Illinois?
Alito,
Okay.
Classic. I wouldn't put them in this type of harm's way, you know, with this, because we're always shopping and, you know, buying things. I spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars, you know. So
Okay.
I don't know if they were just scared. You know, I'll take the blame. But I'm assured that this would never happen again. Like, I want to come and save the stores with my children, you know, because kids can pick up things. You know, I was a kid before, so, you know, and parents didn't know.
Right, but kids don't pick up that amount of stuff. Like, I know kids take stuff, but not that amount unless they're kind of told otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a lot of stuff for them to just walk out with.
Stick to your guns, mama.
Yeah, like, I did not tell them to walk out the store with that, but on my children behalf, I will take the blame on their mom. I will take the blame.
All right, let me go talk to the other woman out there. Okay, you're gonna have to stay in here.
That officer tried it, but mama already planned this out. That's part of the whole strategy. To be able to literally, if they get caught, be able to have plausible deniability. That's the point. Because that officer and that mama both know you can't do nothing to her kids. You think her kids ain't been in legitimate trouble before, and the officer bring them back home? She knows you can't do anything to them kids, and you basically have to get her to confess on herself. Because even if the kid says one thing, it's still you still have to. It's her word versus the kid's word, and the kid was already caught stealing, so their word doesn't hold much weight.
So, the kids out there were saying that you guys had told them to walk out with the cart and go wait in the car. Did you tell them to walk out of the store with them? Okay. Why would they lie to me about that then?
Because they probably scared. We told them do not come here touching anything.
Okay. So here's the thing. Like, when kids take stuff, it's not like clothes and like big items like that, like a vacuum. Like, that's just kind of bizarre for a kid to take, you know? Like, so why would they take that stuff out of everything in here?
I'm not sure. I know they said they wanted to get Christmas gifts for people. They wanted to get Christmas gifts for themselves.
Okay.
You guys are working on it?
So here's the thing. With the amount of stuff that they take, we can charge them with a felony. So if you guys had
Same
told them to
script
take this
again.
stuff out, it's not the end of the world, it's not the crime of the century. But I don't want to have to charge juveniles with a felony if you guys had told them to take it out to the car. So did you tell them to take it out to the car?
Did you guys have intent to pay for the items that you all had here?
Did we what?
Did you have intent to pay for all these items that were in all these carts?
Did I intend to pay for what I had in my car?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. And what was in your cart?
Liquor and hygiene. Huh?
I mean, if y'all got y'all story straight, and it seems like y'all are in solidarity with your story, y'all are good. It's just the kids folded. But why, if that's the case, why even continue talking to the officers? I'd just be like, and by the way, they're lying, clearly, allegedly. But I'm just talking from a legal standpoint. You don't have to self-incriminate. If you start asking me questions and it's obvious your intent is to put me in jail, what am I talking to you for? But, you know, on one end they're smart, but on the other end they're not so smart.
This one here, push.
This is a receipt that says you paid. Here's a receipt for what you paid for.
What's your first name, man?
Chalet.
Chalet, okay. So, we're trying to get the honest truth of what's going on because right now you're all looking at felony charges, which means in the case of, the situation with these kids, if you guys are charged with felonies and we decide to detain and hold you, the kids are going with us to DCFS. So we're asking for honesty because we'll have to take the children in protective custody if we have to go that route. We need to know what was going on. I don't want these kids getting jammed up with something. If the intent was, and I've been doing this a long time, if the intent...
You see what he's doing? He's fast talking. Because what he really just said is, if we have to take you two for felony, then the kids will go to DCF. So then why would they then tell on themselves? But he's talking so fast, he thinks that's gonna basically wipe away what he just said.
Hey, we'll send the kids out. You send the kids out because it's going to be less conspicuous or whatever. Just be honest with us. You know, people are in hard times. We get that. We're trying to work with you. Your honesty and everything can be the determining factor of how we can handle this and avoid having to do it. Or maybe this is just a situation where we're able to bring you down, have you guys follow us down, fingerprint photographing, cut you loose with some tickets. Okay? But if we can't get any honesty, and we got to do some type of felony hold or something, it's going to, I don't want to do that to these kids, okay? So we're just asking to be honest. I mean, I get, it's not like I get people are on hard times. It's Christmas, the holidays. It's tough for everyone. Trust me. We deal with these all the time, and I'm trying to work with you. So is Officer Orsini. So if you could just tell us the honest truth, because otherwise, we're looking at hours of sorting this mess out. I mean, just this receipt alone, $2,000 for some merchandise.
Between the whole groupie.
That's enough for us to hold everyone, you know, and take. I don't want to do that. I don't want to, I don't want to take these kids in protective custody. I don't want to go that route. You all could be charged with felonies, you know, and there is a chance if you're honest with us, we can work with you and get you. We'll have you follow us down to the PD and possibly process you guys there, not charge the kids. If you're telling me these kids,
It's so funny because it's clear what you're trying to do. Like from us watching Monday night quarterbacking, it's clear. Like he just needs them that's what they need. They need a confession. And it's like they're damn near pleading for a confession. But it looks like she's close. It looks like she's about to crumble.
you gotta go wait by the car, okay? So what we're saying is these kids in separate instances, two came out, then these younger two came out, both told us the same thing and they never got to meet up with each other. She said, my mom told me to push out the car. She said, just go out to the car with it. I mean, these kids have no reason to lie to us, So we're just looking for honesty so we can work with you. Seriously. I want to be able to send you home with your kids and family, whoever all these people are. So just tell us what happened, be fair with us. Okay? I mean, obviously I've been doing this 10 years. I'm not new to the game. I just want you to be honest with us so we can work with you, okay? So let's wipe clean, start fresh, and tell us what happened, what drew you here, and why these kids pushed out the cards.
We were on our way to Chicago.
Okay. From where?
The Quad Cities.
Okay.
And we stopped here on the way.
Okay.
We was coming in to get a few snacks and stuff for the road, but then the kids was wanting stuff, and we did tell them to push it out.
Okay. Because you didn't have the money for it? Is that the assumption? That's why I guess. So you're saying you didn't have the money, you just said just push it out? Okay. And that was between the two of you adults that organized these kids to walk this out?
Look how happy he is.
Yeah.
Okay. And what she had in her card?
Look how happy he got. He said, oh, we got one. See, if you're going to do crimes, you better do it by yourself because somebody's going to crack. They didn't have nothing, man. You could have walked away scot-free. All you had to keep saying was, nah, I don't know why they did that. She done effed up. And now they have the kids' confession, and now they finally have one of the adults' confession. So it's game over. She folded.
Was not paid for either?
I don't know.
So did you guys do self-checkout, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay, so something for scan somewhere in an effort to avoid, was that a fair statement? I mean, obviously their cameras are like really good here, so it eases the process for us if we know what happened versus having to sit here and watch hours camera and hold you guys.
We're sorry.
How is a camera going to give you intent? That's really what this comes down to. The intent of, did you coach the kids before you even got around these cameras? He's just feeding her a load of malarkey, and she's just nervous.
For stealing.
Like I told you earlier, not the end of the world, but not something you want to get caught up doing. It's not worth getting in trouble for, okay?
Okay.
Where were you guys coming from today?
We were going towards Chicago.
Okay. From where's home?
In Alito.
Okay. Is that Mercer County? Is that where that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you guys stop here?
Yes.
Okay. What brought you out of Walmart?
Well, we did want to do some shopping.
Okay.
And, money's kind of funny, so we picked up a few extra items.
Okay.
I'm not happy with this whole situation.
Sure.
I'm not thinking it's cool.
No,
it's not something that, I do on a regular basis. I don't.
I believe that.
This being like single mom and stuff is,
struggling.
Sure. So we did pick up some items.
Okay. What happened with the kids? Did you guys just tell them to go ahead and push the cards out? And the reason I'm asking you this, I want them kids to catch any charges because they're involved as well. So I just want, and again, I don't get stuck on hesitating on your answers. Just spill it all out. I'm dating a single mom that was single before me. I get it. Struggling, scrapping change up to pay for gas. I've watched it. It's hard. It's hard. That's why I'm trying to empathize and sympathize with you because I've watched it with her. Okay? I watched it before for the last year until I could help her. So I know. I've watched them go through it. So I want you to be honest.
Ladies, this dude's making y'all look real gullible out here. He told her, I dated a single mom. He's trying to build some rapport. trying to find some common ground here. He said, he said, you don't have to do that. Just go ahead and spill it. Spill it all.
Honest with me, okay? And just
I know
tell
you
me.
care about those kids. You were telling me earlier you wanted to protect them.
So just, did you guys tell the kids to push the carts out? Okay, okay. And then when you go to check out, you go to the self-checkout, correct?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. Today, were you at the self-checkout? Okay. And then, assumingly, and correct me if I'm wrong, you were scanning what you could pay for and then scan what you couldn't, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the stuff, the kids, three of the kids yours or two?
Three kids.
Three? Okay. The girl, all the girls or the...
2 girls and 1 boy.
Okay. The older girls and the boy?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And so were they walking around with you guys in the store, or they went in different areas and you guys...
If I was this cop, like every time I would get them with my little story, I'd be like that cop on Boondocks. I'd be like, you know you done effed up, right? You know you done effed up, right? I'd be like, I'd give them the whole little sad story, and then I'd be like, gotcha.
So how did they get to the point of, at what point did you guys, I guess, tell them, hey, fill the cart up with what you need and just walk to the car with it?
In between like the stores and inside of the store.
Okay. When you guys, because you assume we all walked in together, correct? And then everyone kind of had their own carts and, okay. At no point did the kids intentionally, did they ask you why are we pushing this out? Did they ask you that at all? Okay. Okay. Did you tell them, give them specific instructions on what to do with the carts?
No.
Okay.
Just push it out.
And what did you tell them to do when they pushed out with it?
Go to the car.
Go to the car. Okay. And then how many carts did you and the other...
Just, my cart, and then my daughter had her cart.
Okay. And just to clarify, and I know sometimes it feels like we're talking in circles, but you obviously, the items you didn't scan, you don't have the money to pay for, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. When you came to Walmart today, was there an intent at some point that you guys were going to take things because you didn't have the items to pay for?
Yeah.
So you kind of walk in assuming we don't have some of the money, we're going to get what we can, but we probably can't afford some of the other stuff? Okay. And what happens when asset protection stops you?
Took just some general overall photos of those other cars, Joel.
Hey,
What?
this is mine.
The other one follow us with the car. We'll process your...
The same cars.
Okay. Well, so right. So what we'll do is we'll take
One
one
will
in...
drive with us in a car,
Yeah.
and the other one will drive with the kids.
Okay.
We'll process...
We'll process.
And then we'll flip you guys out. So the kids aren't unattended.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of keep up some end of his bargain as far as like, he's basically saying, we'll process you out, and that way that the kids aren't unattended. So we're just gonna put you on file, and then you'll have a court date later, I'm assuming. Let's just finish this up and see what they ultimately got charged.
Some more education things since we just... And then you just have that. Just lean against...
Okay, so they don't say what they got charged with. And I know I was having a little fun there. I mean, these women got what they deserved. So don't think that I want them to beat it. But at the same time, I'm just looking from the standpoint that they could have got out of this situation completely scot-free. But they didn't stick to their plan, because that's why you have the kids stealing anyway. Gang members do it all the time. That's why these gangs like to recruit young kids, because they can get them to do the crimes, and then they know that these kids will just get juvenile records that won't even follow them once they become adults, and they don't have to take any other risk. So if that's what you're doing, then you got to stick to the plan. But they folded, and I'm glad they folded, because they need to learn a lesson. But that was entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, I was on the edge of my seat, because I knew, like, it's really just gonna come down to if they're able to convince you to tell on yourself. And they actually did. And I like the fact that they're gonna get their just desserts, but at the same time, it's like, okay, the officer was saying, hey, if you work with me, then you can come out of this a little bit lighter. So it sounds like they didn't have to actually spend, a night in jail. So it works out all around. But that's crazy. You got your kids. So everybody told, but I bargained that these kids are still gonna probably get in some trouble for telling, and they're gonna get treated like they started it. But I hope not. But I mean, you just have to think about like the character of a person that would put their kids on the chopping block to steal. And then the fact that you didn't come clean sooner. Like it's like you were contemplating whether or not you should. But we'll leave it there, y'all. This is like the longest video I think I've ever done. So y'all say y'all want to watch the whole video. We'll see. This will be a test. Because if Y'all are messing up my analytics, and I'm gonna get back to doing what I do. And I'm gonna be cutting through these videos and not finishing them. But if this is what you want to see, then watch it, like it, subscribe if you want to join the little season. Also, Cash App link below if you want to tip the channel, and join the Patreon if you want to get exclusive self-improvement content. But until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video.